Hi, Daily Dreamers. This is Deidre here. Yes, we are a day early, but I have a good reason why. I'm sorry that last week I did not have videos. I was not feeling very well, and I ended up in the hospital on the psych unit or whatever, and the reason was because I had a lack of sleep, and that in turn led me to seeing things. And so we wanted to make sure that I was taken care of, and I also was having some harmful thoughts, which you never want to kind of deal with that at a certain point at your house. So we thought it would be best if I went on the unit, and I was there a couple of days and they sent me home. Normally I would actually probably stay longer if they really needed to do anything like adjust my meds or something like that. But since they were not changing my meds, it was mainly just to see what getting some sleep would do and to be in a safe environment. Um, so I got to come home on Valentine's Day, and my fiance took me to see Sonic the Hedgehog movie, which I highly recommend, by the way. It was a very cute, relaxing movie and very funny. And he took me out to eat afterwards. We ate at the Waffle House. And so that was nice. And so I thought I would bring a video today to talk about sleep and how important sleep is to you, especially if you suffer from mental condition such as anything ranging from anything from anxiety to depression to something more severe such as bipolar schizophrenia. Especially if you're bipolar schizophrenia and you're somebody that sees things, you always want to make sure that you're sleeping and that you know your warning signs. Today I'm only going to talk about sleep, but I probably will bring another video to you tomorrow about warning signs and what those may look like. I know my warning sign, but I encourage you to know your warning sign and let your doctor know what your warning signs are. And another, well, let me talk about the sleep first. First of all, you should have a bedtime routine. So you want to go to bed at a certain time. You want to like do the same things repetitively, so it like puts you to sleep. Like if taking a warm shower helps you, or drinking like hot tea, not coffee, and not tea with caffeinated in caffeine in it, because caffeine is going to keep you awake, and that's another subject altogether. But do not drink caffeinated anything and try to go to sleep, because you probably are not going to, not unless caffeine just doesn't have an effect on you. But a lot of people that suffer from mental illness, caffeine does affect them and make them jittery and hyper. um Another thing about sleep is try, I know this is really bad, this is one thing that I struggle with, and that's to stay off my cell phone at night. If I want to listen to music, calming music, let me add, um, listen to something calming, like it could look like a lot of different things. You want to have something such as maybe like if it has words in it, you want it to be like uplifting, positive, real soothing music. Or I recommend staying away from words altogether, such as like listen to the beach or the rainforest. Or they've got some really cool apps where you can listen to like movie music that sometimes can be good to listen to. So I recommend that. But I recommend you to like kind of quickly turn the music on and then flip your screen upside down so that you're not getting that light, because that light they have shown is going to hinder your sleep cycle. So I know that's really hard to do, especially in this day and age. So kind of like try to look up whatever you're going to look up before you go to bed, and then at a certain time kind of just nip the cell phone in the bud. You know, set your alarm by a certain time, all of that. Which most cell phones you can set an alarm and it be on your phone for the continuous overhaul. So another thing I recommend is do like something soothing that you find soothing. It could be like reading a book, coloring, pet your pet, playing cards, or play like um
Crossword.
a crossword puzzle, or the other one. What's the other one? It's not crossword. Search a word. Search a word. Some people find that relaxing. Those coloring books, those adult coloring books, a lot of people find those very soothing, and that would be something that would be very soothing. You could draw if you're artistic at bedtime. That would work. So I just recommend you doing the same kind of pattern or rotate things out. But don't, these are my don't do anything that's gonna like upset you. So like, don't watch there are certain things I don't watch at bedtime. Like, I don't watch the news, I don't watch scary things, I don't watch anything that I find disturbing, like those murder mysteries or CSI, all those things. Some people can watch them, some people can't. I'm one of those people that cannot. So know what's good for you and know what's not. Now, if there are some things I mentioned, you might think, well, I never tried that. Try it and do a trial and error with it. And if it affects you in a positive light, that means you should probably do that. And if it affects you no different or worse, then you know that, you know, definitely something you should revert back to the other way. But write down your findings. Like, I guarantee you, if you have a bedtime routine, you will find that your sleep is more even. That doesn't mean you're not going to have nights of insomnia if you suffer from insomnia. If you suffer from insomnia, make sure you take your bedtime medicine at a certain time. Don't like just play Russian roulette with your meds, because that is going to not help you in the long run. So make sure if you take nighttime meds, any nighttime meds, make sure you take them at a particular time. And that's probably one thing I should do actually, is take my meds. I normally take my regular meds at one time and then my sleep meds at another time, because once I take my sleep meds, I notice they make me more kind of woozy. And that's another thing with your sleep med. Remember, anything I say about medicines, I'm not a doctor, so it is just my opinion. So if you have a question about your sleep medicine, please notify your doctor or your pharmacist or your therapist. I do notice when I take my sleep meds, I get a wooziness. So please be aware that you may not need to be, like, you need to be in bed, like in bed when you take those sleep meds, and be ready for it to hit you. Because, and I also recommend, when you feel that feeling, is the only way I can describe it, of like where you get all of a sudden really relaxed, like maybe anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes in from your sleep medicine, go ahead and be ready to roll over and get comfortable and not be thinking like, I don't know, like troubling things. Like think nice things. You may want to count numbers, count sheep as they were. But sometimes that really does work to count sheep or count backwards from like 100 or 1,000, and that kind of helps make you go ahead and go to sleep. So I hope that these tips that I've given you are helpful. That just I just thought that since I was going to be personal and let you know that I was in the unit, that I found that sleep is something that is very important, and so I thought that I would share that with y'all and encourage you to make a bedtime routine. I will talk about in the future a couple other things I mentioned in the video, such as a safety plan and well, I forgot, but it is on the video, so I will go back and look at it, and I will bring some of the topics that I brought up in the video. But I hope this did help you, and so I hope that that does help you for today. Have a good one. Bye, y'all.